All right, everybody. This is Timothy Finley, and I have come up with the name for my podcast. It is called America's Future, and I received this microphone in the mail for my birthday, and I just wanted to address a few things today because there's a lot of things happened this past week. So we had one thing on Sunday or was it? Yeah, it was Sunday. Uh, another person tried to assassinate Donald Trump, and that was on. He was at his golf course, and he was golfing, and thankfully the Secret Service they saw that the guy was there. They saw the barrel of the gun, and they shot at him, and he ran off, and thankfully the someone like uh, told the police or the police the pointed out the vehicle and pointed out the suspicious vehicle, and they caught the man. And the crazy thing is the Secret Service. I mean, okay, so it's not his detail that is the problem. The problem is the management. That is why this keeps happening. And they want it to happen because they don't want Donald Trump to run for president. Like, they don't want him in the race because him being in the race, he is a major problem for them because he is he is going to win this election. The like there's so many people that, like, if you just you can like see even the Amish. You can see videos of the Amish riding through the streets with Trump flags. And let's see, there was someone, no, Taylor Swift's dad just came out and endorsed Donald Trump. And let's see, so they know they cannot beat Trump in this election. And so now they're trying to take him out, and it's going to happen again. In fact, uh, Senator Josh Hawley, no, 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 it was okay. There we go. I highly recommend you go check out Dan Bongino's podcast because he does a great job reporting on this. But he was talking about how Matt Gaetz, a DHS whistleblower, came to Matt Gaetz and told him there are five like groups in the U.S. who are trying to take out Donald Trump, to assassinate him. Uh, and so that is, and I was listening today and to Alex Jones, and he was saying how uh like the Trump campaign is now canceling events that they knew that they were going to do. In fact, he was about the one that he was planning on doing one in Pennsylvania, and they canceled that one. It was scheduled like months in advance, and so like those kind of events are the ones that are going to be the biggest targets because they've been scheduled in advance, months in advance, and so they'll have time to go out and look at these these rallies and scout out how they're gonna, like, what their plan is. But so the Trump campaign has canceled those events so that they can protect him and do whatever they can to keep him safe and keep him alive. But that is because of the management And in fact, the it was later came out that the Butler County Sheriff's Department or something in the Butler County police, they came out and said, like, look, we offered drones, we offered aerial support, make sure everything is okay from the skies, and it was refused. So that's a problem there, but thankfully they're doing their best with what they have. So just pray for the president, pray for the former president, that and I think God is watching out for him, protecting him, because the only reason I say that is because if you look at everything that happened on uh, July 13th, which is the first assassination attempt, what happened was that is there's a connection between Fatima and that day, because July 13th, I think that was, I don't remember, but there's a connection between that day and Fatima, Our Lady of Fatima. And so I think that Donald Trump is definitely uh, just keep praying for him. So, and then another thing that happened, NATO countries, so countries from the West, the U.S. is a key player in this, gave the green light for Ukraine to launch missiles into the heart of Russia. And that is a major escalation on our part, because it is now no longer about defense, but is now about the United States escalating the conflict rather than Ukraine defending itself. And it's now about us supplying weapons. And I mean, we technically we have been doing that, but it's more been about defense. And so now what's happening is we gave them the green light to do that. And Russia is now saying that, look, if you do this, if this happens, we like nuclear war, like we will shoot missiles at Western countries. We will go further than we have right now with attacking Ukraine. And so that's something else to look out for, and just keep praying about all of this. Prayers that everything is okay, because I mean, really, we can't worry about it. We can only give it to God in God's hands, and just continue to pray, offer up all of our sufferings for what we see going on. But yep, and then another thing is in Israel and in the Middle East, there was on Tuesday morning. Israel, it was Israel. They made, so basically what happened was Hezbollah uses pagers to communicate rather than cell phones. And so what happened was they had these pagers, and they all like it was like 1,000, a lot of them exploded, and it injured, there was at least hundreds of injuries in the Hezbollah terrorist group. And there's also escalation there. And then yesterday, Lebanon, Hezbollah started bombing Nazareth, and and Israel was also was bombing, was shooting missiles, bombing southern into Lebanon also, and so there's major escalations. So just continue to pray, and the thing about the Russia Ukraine war is the thing to think about that is it is a U.S. escalation rather than a defensive rather than going on the defense. It is now us giving the green light to Ukraine to shoot missiles, to use our NATO, not just ours, but NATO artillery at um, into Russia, and so it's not good. And so now we just have to watch out for that. And this the bad thing about that is Ukraine is a breadbasket of much of the world, because so Ukraine has a lot of farmland, and Ukraine, they have a lot of farmers, and they produce a lot of grain. And so what happens is they export all that grain. And so what happens is when this escalates into nuclear war, or not just even nuclear war, but when this happens and Russia starts shooting missiles into other countries in the West and Ukraine, it's going to wipe out this farmland, and then we're going to see. There's no telling what's going to happen. So, but this is my first solo podcast, so it's much shorter than the others. But I just wanted to give those updates, and I'm hoping to have Ruben on again next weekend and talk about some more things going on in the culture war. But hey, Steven, is this a good volume? Can you hear me okay with my new mic I got? Maybe you can't hear me. Oh well. Oh, loud and clear. Okay, cool. Well, I just wanted to give those updates. Continue to pray. Pray for President Trump, former President Trump. Pray for his safety. Pray for the countries in the Middle East, because it's not good. But all we can do is pray for them, pray for Ukraine, pray for de-escalation. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, just continue to pray, offer up our sufferings. That's all we can do. Give it to God. So thank you.